Hi, Aries. Welcome in to your reading. Welcome in. Okay, so let's start. By the way, I bought a new microphone. I'm finally trying to implement it. I hope this helps. I mean, I'll get close and talk to it, but I don't know. Let me know if you guys can hear any difference. What are we doing? We really want to read for the first week in February that's coming ahead. So, what's the situation for my Aries, please? All right, we're going into this year with the thick of things. So, those of you that are Chinese, Happy New Year's. It's the year of the snake, which is interesting because the snake represents things that we need to shed, things that we will no longer resonate with, and that's okay. It's okay because you're going on a journey, you're going on a different path. In the world of numerology, it's also the year of nine. And again, that's also very similar to transitioning, changing, understanding who you are, and coming to incompletion with things in your life. In other words, there's going to be peaks and valleys this year for you, Aries. Now, with that said, interesting, at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. Let me bring this up first because this is talking about a fresh new start in love, or this is a fresh new start in an opportunity that you're going to love. Okay? So that can mean work or a person or a relationship. What did fall out is the Hermit card. Now, why am I finding this so interesting and fascinating? These are just two cards, right? So let me tell you why I'm picking up the energy that I'm picking up. Usually, when I'm sitting there having a conversation to you guys about the year of the snake, the number nine, the topsy-turvy year that you might have, the transitioning year. It's already coming out with the cards that I'm already feeling and vibing for you as I'm talking to you, as I'm thinking of your cohort, and as I'm touching the deck. The Hermit card represents, first of all, Virgo in Major Arcana, but secondly, making wise decisions, honing your skill. It's interesting, like, the Fool here, as you see this depiction, that's where the tarot starts. It starts with the Fool card, and that's usually an Aries card. I think it's also an Aquarius card. Somebody had to correct me there, but whatever. But it's mostly an Aries card. I will say that because Aries are the ones that are bold leaders and take a leap of faith without having anything lined up. This card does not. The Hermit card does not do that. They've been through it. They've done it all. They've been up, they've been down, they've been left, and they've been right. So now they're making wise decisions. They're just honing it all in and lying low so they can reserve that energy to pick themselves up and move forward again. This is you, Aries. This is what you're doing. You're collecting yourself. And when you're right as rain, then you're going to go out there and let it rain. So I find it fascinating with the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It's like you almost feel it. You almost know it. You feel like you might be at a low point right now in your life, or, you've collected yourself because you either suffered a recent breakup, or you lost your job, or something really fucked up or shitty happened to you, a betrayal, a backstab. You're like, wait a minute. I can't be my strong, airy self. I need to collect myself, go within. But now you're wiser, you're smarter, you're stronger because of 2024. All right. I know this is a big speech, but it's important because this is what's your February opening up to be for you. Now, what's coming in for Aries, please? This could very well be your valley at the moment in time, but I know you're feeling very optimistic and positive because you know that it's just a matter of time you're going to be on your feet. But in the Hermit card, it talks about all the wisdom that you've collected through your journey up until now. The Fool, no, the Fool just jumps, goes. But now you're not that. You're the wise old man depicted in the Hermit card. Check it. Queen of Swords. This is who's coming to you. The Queen of Swords can be a person you are dealing with that is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They could be somebody who's trying to be fair, who's trying to be balanced, who's trying to be honest. This can also be an energy that you're encapsulating yourselves. You're up here. You're calculating. And you are trying to be fair and balanced. with yourself and with others. But you have the sword up, like we said, shedding. You're about to chop shit out of your life. You're like dead weight, dead weight, dead weight, dead leaves, out, out, bye, bye. I don't need this. I don't need that. This is frivolous. Why am I spending my money on this? Why am I talking to this person? Why the fuck am I dealing with this toxic energy? These things. And you're doing it with clarity. And you're also doing it with history of what you have learned up until this point. Yeah. Speaking of which, with the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, this is the Novice card. This is the card of you learning things. All right. Interesting. I'm almost tempted to pull another card here to see why this is coming to you as an energy, but I'm going to leave it and I'm going to do it as a clarifier, because there's something very significant about this is what I feel. I feel like it's big. All right, what is it that Aries doesn't see coming their way, please? I think whatever happened to you recently, or if you're going through something right now, Aries, because you're honing it in, you're lying low, you're not exactly verbalizing with people what's going on. I think you're trying to make all these decisions, right? What you don't see coming is you are going to look at your worth and your value, but it's in the cross position. So this is what's challenging you. This is what's holding you back. You want to bring something into this world. You're just not certain what or how that is for you. We'll see when we clarify if this is what I'm saying is accurate. Because now you have the moon in reverse. Things are being revealed to you, or they will be revealed to you. The secrets, the things going on behind your back, the no longer trying to guess or wonder kind of bullshit. You know, that shoe that you're waiting to drop, it dropped. It's non-issue now, right? And the Three of Wands, waiting to hear back from somebody. This is like you, sending out resumes, waiting to hear back responses. Or this is you sent out a message to your lover, your person, your relationship, and you're waiting to hear back because something got revealed. Why is this important? Because this all has something to do with what you're trying to do with your greater purpose in life. All right? And then I have the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You're taking action with wise judgment calls, with wise decisions, with things that you have learned in your life up until now. This is going to be one of the greatest transitional years of your life. And by the end of it, by the end of this year, you're going to be in a hell of a lot of better place. Something that will be stable, something that will be comfortable, something that doesn't feel like chaos to you. All right, let's continue. But there it is, the Eight of Wands, taking action. This is like sending out resumes, going out on interviews. This is you talking to your lover or your person, or the relationship that you're in. For a lot of you, Aries, these new moons and all these planets are aligning in your social sector. So you're going to be making a lot of new friends, a lot of new relationships, and you're going to be shedding a lot of them as well. You're going to be changing a lot of your dynamic this year. And this is for your betterment. And why am I so emphatic about this, especially in this reading? Because I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing the transition happening for you. And it looks like it's happening here in February. All right, what's the advice for Aries, please? I'm wondering what I'm already feeling and thinking is going to come out here in this advice position. Because what I'm thinking and feeling is, sure, you're going to have to roll with these punches, but let it happen, this transition. Oh, yes, I love it. Sorry. Oh my God. Yes. Now, I have pages. For me, pages in a weird way is it doesn't matter how old you are or where you've been or what you've done. To me, pages are fresh new starts, but not exactly. Those are the aces, but the pages are the messengers. It's the feelings. It's the energies, right? The curious little kid. It's the learning kid. It's the getting information kid. It's like, boots on the ground and trying to collect shit because you're about to not just improve on your life, but change it. in a different way. You're course correcting. You're going down the right path. You're going down a journey. So as I was just saying 2 minutes ago, roll with the punches, see what's going on. Look what's coming out. Page of Wands. This is also an Aries card. Cross watchers and everybody else there that are tarot readers, you want to fight me on that, fight me on it. But it's an Aries card. Because you are the curious kids. This is one of the main factors why Aries are so intelligent. People think they're dumb, but they're not. They're curious. So they ask 1,000 questions. They want to know what that means and why it means that, blah, blah, blah. And this is why Aries are so in tune with everything. All right. It's telling you to go back to that energy, that Page of Wands in your advice position. It is time for you to be that curious kid, that new lease on life, that new direction, that new transition in your career, in the type of people that you date, breaking patterns. Fuck it. Just go down it. Get curious. Learn. Be that person. Be like, you know what? My favorite lollipop is watermelon. This time I'm going to do sour apple because I don't know, it's something different. You might like it. And most of all, what's backing this energy, which I love so much, is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune talks about 3 fates working on your behalf, Aries. It is literally the craziest thought I ever had this morning. I woke up, I was thinking about you guys, and I was like, and this whole feeling that was popping in my head was, the universe really is my collaborator. The universe really is Aries collaborator. And it's true. They're your collaborator, the universe. One step forward, they will back you by the 3 that I'm seeing here in your advice. Your life is changing. It's transitioning. So whatever recently happened, it is so you not stay in stagnation. It is so you move forward. So it is saying you take that step and we will guide you. The fates are doing this shit to you on purpose because you're meant to be somewhere else, at a greater plateau and a better place in life. Now, and at the bottom of the deck is another page, the Page of Pentacles, the Novice card, the one that learns, the one that gets bored in a place and says, fuck it, this ain't for me no more. I need more. I need to elevate in my relationship or in my job or even in my education, whatever that is for you guys. All right, so outcome of the week, please. What is the outcome of the week? All right, 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. This is such an oxymoron, it's crazy. Why am I saying that? Because 9 of Pentacles and 2 of Cups are 2 opposing energies. This is the single card, while this is the pairing card. I love the 2 of Cups. I just love it so much. Because it means you found somebody that thinks mutually, that feels mutually. Moreover, more than thinks, feels, because they're cups. So if you're dating somebody or you're feeling like you're beginning to be in love with someone, this talks about that person also feeling the same way as you do, regardless if they're telling you or not, because cards don't lie. Problem is the 9 of Pentacles is telling me you're single. So that's why I'm feeling like that depiction. You're dealing with somebody where you're single or you think you are independent, but you actually have a partner in crime. And your partner in crime feels the same way you do. All right. And then the third card that came out is the 7 of Pentacles. You know this person. You spend time with this person. You invested energy with this person. Maybe in the past you were nemesis at work, but now you're like in cahoots as partners to do something, to collaborate in work or business. Who the hell knows? But in love, same thing. Maybe you are dealing with somebody where, you're both single and you didn't think it was going anywhere and you spent some time and energy and you don't know if you should invest in this individual. We'll see when we clarify. But it's interesting because at the bottom of the deck is Temperance and under that is Death. Oh my God, and Judgment. How many major cons are we going to go back here, huh? Anyway, so all of these energies are telling me tempering yourself, pulling yourself off the brink, finding that energy where you need to be patient and balance. Death, transitioning, ending something and starting something new, making a judgment call, calling out the coffins and the cobwebs in the corner of your fucking bedroom and cleaning them out and making decisions on those things. Right? You're going to clean or not? So let's continue. Strangely enough, I was cleaning my desk, speaking of cleaning, and I found my old Alice in Wonderland deck. And I was like, why am I feeling this deck? Well, I'm looking at the Page of Wands, and that's the perfect Alice in Wonderland card. If there was any. I swear to God, the Page of Wands is Alice. But let's continue. Not according to the tarot deck maker, but that's just me. Universe, Angel, Spirit Guides, what you say for Aries, please? What is the Hermit card? Excuse me. Please clarify. Speaking of Alice, Two of Wands. All right, so as I suspected, right? Hold on. Let's organize this because Alice at the bottom of the deck over there, Alice being you, male, female, I don't care what your pronoun is, you're Alice. She's about to do the fool. She's about to do one of these jams. But backing the energy of the Hermit card, wise. Now, here's what's interesting. Two of Wands. This is you, right? You're at a crossroads. You're at a portal. You're at a threshold. You're looking out into your horizon and you're saying, where's the right road? You're definitely leaving something behind. That's why you're in hermit mode. Something definitely did go down. And the Six of Wands in reverse tells me so. Six of Wands in reverse upright talks about success. Being vindicated, validated, noticed, acknowledged. That's lack of success. That's not being noticed. That's somebody taking your fucking success or not acknowledging you in a relationship. So you're like, fuck you, fuck that, I'm out, goodbye. One wand represents the future. The other one represents the past. You're not going back there. That's old. It's done. It's no more. Your horizon is bigger, better, someone else. That's what you're looking at. You're about to close the door. And the Two of Wands tells me, I know you're going to move forward. So you're just trying to make these wise decisions and you're going into hermit mode. Now, why was the bottom of the deck so important? Remember at the beginning of this reading when I told you the Fool card starts and then it ends with the Hermit because they go through a journey. They go through a life passage. The Fool, as you see here, new journey. They do. They go through a journey. They fall, they get up, they keep going, they fall, they get up, they keep going. And that is such a typical Aries thing to do because Aries does not stay down for long. Just never. It's not in their DNA. So you're taking this leap of faith and you're taking a risk and you're trying something new. You're leaving someone behind and you're going with. But now you're honing it in, trying to make those wise choices to move yourself forward. Now, I got to take this card back. And look where it's going after that. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. All right, let's go see why now this Queen of Swords is here. All right, Queen of Swords, what's up here? Dear Lord, the text on this card is so tiny. Three of Wands and the Hermit card again. All right, so this is just talking more about you. Being in hermit mode, trying to make those wise choices. So this is for all intents and purposes, a lot of you, this is you. You're taking those energies, guys, and you're trying to be fair, make wise decisions, and, cut things out, cut your losses. You're trying to be smart about it because this usually talks about being smart and intelligent and whatnot. Anyway, while you're in hermit mode. And Three of Wands, you're making some sort of decisive decisions right now, and you're waiting to see what comes back from them. If this is somebody else that you guys are dealing with, I believe this person is waiting to see what you're going to do. Let them keep fucking guessing. I don't even give a shit if they're your friend or they're important to you. let them keep guessing. Because Aries 2.50 is coming out. And nobody needs to know that. And nobody needs to know all your moves. All right? Because you got to put yourself in your headspace and go right now. Bottom of the deck is also the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who's looking for stability. And what's under that? Marriage and commitment. 10 of Pentacles. Money. The highest money card in the deck. All right, let's continue. But I do see you thinking and waiting for some kind of result. I guess to make your move or to do something in particular. It may involve another person. The Empress. The Moon in reverse and 3 of Wands. The Page of Pentacles once again. And the 9 of Swords. All right, a lot of you are starting fresh and new on something else. Like if you're starting a new job, you're worried because you're learning, the standard operating procedures of the company and you're at the bottom of the totem pole. If you're in a relationship, you're worried because you feel like you've reached a peak, a plateau with your person, right? You're definitely worried, but some information does come to light, right? And this is causing you some stress and anxiety. I don't know if this is in particular with a reconciliation that I'm seeing at the bottom of the deck. Some kind of good news, but the anticipation is what's causing you to have anxiety or stress from this. What's the Page of Pentacles, though? Oh, it's the broken house. I feel like it's like what we were talking about last week with the 4 of Wands in reverse, the beach towel theory, where you're moving your towel. If you don't know what I'm talking about, see last week's Aries reading. And the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, which is not investing in a certain situation. Yeah. So the cat is out of the bag. The information is out there. You're waiting for some sort of results or a person to come back. You're having some stress and anxiety, but this is just going to be one of your hiccups, to be honest with you. And your advice, the Page of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, which is basically telling you go with the flow. The changes are happening for you, for your betterment. You can't buck this, and you shouldn't buck this. What is the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Wands? Some of you could have also be dealing with a Capricorn or an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, because I was looking at the Queen of Pentacles before, but now I have the Devil, which is Capricorn, and then the Star card, which is Aquarius. But then Sagittarius for the Wheel of Fortune. Anyway, and what's this? The 6 of Cups in reverse. You have some like shitty memories from the recent past. Somebody who did you wrong or did wrong by you. But there was something toxic, and this is probably why the universe is moving you along. You were in a toxic environment, you were in a toxic situation, or you are allowing the toxicity to stay with you. You were making it or allowing it space. And that could come in the form of fear. That could come in the form of a person. It could come in the form of an environment, like your job or your workplace, or a person, like a colleague or a boss, an asshole of a boss. Anyway, you need to remain positive and hopeful because you are or were in some sort of toxic situation. The universe is making it uncomfortable. So you change and you move. Get curious. What else is out there? If you need to start looking for a different job, do it. All right? Because the 6 of Cups in the reverse is saying two things. You're not either letting go of your past, and that comes in many forms too. That means like you keep having like fucked up memories or feelings and thoughts of your recent past. Like, oh my God, they did this to me. Oh my God, they did that to me. It doesn't matter because this is part of your growth. It's to get bigger and better. And the only way to give them the real middle finger is by you growing while they still stay small. That's it for you. You got to leave the past behind. New slate. You can't let that negative energy affect you. It's so funny. I was just watching this meme. I forgot the name of the actor, but he's like, hate is so expensive because you got to shell out a lot of give a shits. And I don't really have a lot of those to spare. I thought that was hilarious, but it's so true. All right. Now, let's see the outcome of the week. 9 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. Well, that thing we were looking at, the Fool card that was at the back of the deck has now come out. All right, is this the 9 or the 10? What are we doing here? Because I'm starting to love this outcome here. Here is the last and final page, okay? Little pages are messengers. They're not knights, they're not kings, they're not emperors or queens. They are the movers and the shakers that get information. These are the people who are the people who spy. These are the people who get intel. These are the people who have their ear to the ground and listen. And honestly, sometimes this works in our favor because the more information we have, the more knowledge that we have, the more power we have, and the more control we have. Okay? So this is a clarifier. 10 of Cups. 5 cups are yours, 5 cups are theirs. That would probably go along with this 2 of Cups that I'm seeing here. The Fool card, taking that leap of faith as we discussed earlier. And the 7 of Swords. This is either ghosting somebody or making stealth fucking moves. I'm going to repeat that. We're making stealth moves. We're fleeing, we're going, we're taking risks, we're calculating, we're leaving. Again, we're getting that information, as I said. 7 and the Page of Swords, ear to the ground because knowledge and information is power and control. You're using that to your advantage. Do you know what the 7 of Swords does in this card? So it is the sneaky card. It is the card that stealing, cheating, having an affair card. It's also ghosting, whatever. Somebody here is ghosting and leaving it all behind because when you put these 2 cards together, this person usually goes on a solo journey by themselves. They're like, fuck you, I'm out, bye. And then they ghost. And it could be ghosting some relationship or getting more information. But others of you, and the 7 of Swords can also go back to the 7 of Pentacles. This is pause, reflect, let me calculate. Do I invest or not? My energy in this person, time, money, whatever. Let's go back to the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords, though, if you're looking at this card, this person knows and sees that there are pillagers coming into his village to pillage, burn it all down. He foresees it coming. He sees he's going to get fired. He sees that he's going to get dumped. He sees that it's a dumpster fire of a situation this person is in. So what are they doing? When the pillagers come in the middle of the night, goes and steals the swords and runs away with them. So they cannot attack. They cannot kill anybody else. But it can't carry all the swords. Can only carry like a bunch. Doesn't matter. Still leaves. Still goes. Says, you know what? This is my plan. This is my strategy. If I take all these swords, how are they going to kill people? So this is what's going on. If you see this dumpster fire coming, you got the hose ready. You're going to put that shit out with water. So you're getting information. You're going to go in stealth mode. You're going to take your Virgo card, which is the Hermit. You're going to go into stealth mode. You're going to strategize. You're going to get more information. You're going to pause and reflect where you're going to go and what you're going to do. And then you're going to take that leap of faith and that risk and go. So guess what? It turns into some kind of reconciliation or some kind of good news here. I see the world back here too. All right. Let me see what's going on here in love. What does this have to do with romance and love, please? you deserve love is at the bottom of the deck. When I see that, that means like you're giving away your energy to somebody that doesn't deserve you. All right, let's see. Man, Aries, you know this. You're too good to be with just anyone. I mean, when you give it your everything. You give it your all. Now, anyway, stay optimistic about your love life and let go of control issues. Let go of control issues would very much be this card that was in your advice. But we'll deep dive in the extended and we'll see what's going on with you, your person, and what they're thinking, as the extended are more love-based and the other individual in your energy sphere. Now, angels of abundance. I'm going to read you something for those of you in regards to wealth, health, and I guess whatever else you deem to be abundance. Aries, please, what do they need to hear right now? All right. Declutter. Oh my God, I was thinking about this today too. You'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can and help others who may need items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. This is so true. This goes back to like feng shui and shit like that. When you're looking at a mess, your mind will be a mess. You'll feel like your life is a mess. But when things are cleared away and you declutter, it's like cleaning out those cobwebs we talked about earlier. It's like cleaning out the hot mess of your life, right? You're cleaning out the past. You're putting that away. You're leaving space for newness to come in. So this is a great card to have, and this is going to help you get focused also. All right, guys, this is what I have for you this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me your comments down below. I read everyone's comments, and I'll see you on the next one.